fans of high quality entertainment. I've started this new series where I look back at older videos. Just did a couple recently on my older comedy videos from like 2009, 2010. This is more recent. This is from just over 3 years ago when I started a series on ranking and reviewing all of the Beatles songs, over 200 songs. So this is the very first episode of it from April 2nd, 2018, where I'm reviewing I Saw Her Standing There. So, and I'm also going to do another Beatles video after this one. So don't go away yet. Hi, fans of high quality entertainment. I have decided to review and rank all of the Beatles songs. Now, this is just from their studio albums and the Past Masters songs. So nothing from the anthology series or whatever. And I know Love Me Do is one of the first things they recorded, but I'm going to just start with Please Please Me, the album, which started, of course, with I Saw Her Standing There. And I'm also going to give a little bit of information about each of the songs, just in case some of you don't know. The song, I Saw Her Standing There, was mainly written by Paul McCartney. I bet you didn't know that. Originally titled... That kind of makes me laugh. I don't know when I started doing that, but it's kind of, I'm just kidding around, and maybe some people that don't know me will see that and they'll think, what an arrogant tool. but I'll say something that most Beatles fans would know or might know, and I'll say, I bet you didn't know that, like I'm super knowledgeable when I'm not. I'm just reading on Wikipedia. 17. The song was apparently conceived by McCartney while driving home from a Beatles concert as a modern take on the traditional song As I Roved Out. I didn't even know that. A version of 17 Come Sunday. Getting confused as usual. A modern take on the traditional song As I Roved Out. A version of 17 Come Sunday that he had heard in Liverpool in 1960. The song was completed about a month later at I didn't know that. McCartney's home with John Lennon. In December 1963, Capitol Records released the song in the United States as the B-side on the label's first single by the Beatles, I Want to Hold Your Hand. While the A-side topped the US Billboard chart for 7 weeks starting February 1st, 1964, I Saw Her Standing There entered the Billboard Hot 100 on February 8th, 1964, remaining there for 11 weeks, peaking at number 14. Paul McCartney, lead vocals, bass, and hand claps. John Lennon, rhythm guitar, harmony vocals, and hand claps. George Harrison, lead guitar and hand claps. Ringo Starr, drums and hand claps. I could have been on a Beatles recording because I can hand clap. So, sometimes I think back to when I did the series, and I almost can't believe that I did it because I don't think I realized what I was getting into. It took a few months to do this, and I think I would do a video almost every day, probably every day. I would do I would do other videos too, but almost every day I would do one of these, and it took a long time. And I think at some point I was kind of struggling, and I was getting a bit fed up, and in the rankings, even now, if I would look at the rankings of what I did back then, they would be completely different. So, but it's just entertaining for some people and fun to do, to rank songs. And let's get serious now and rate and review I Saw Her Standing There. It's an excellent opening number for their first album. And one thing I've learned is the count-in, 1, 2, 3, 4, is from, I believe it's from take number 9. And the one that they released was the very first take of I Saw Her Standing There. If I'm wrong, just let me know in the comment section below. You know, in bold writing, you are wrong.
Yeah.
The thing that stands out for me with this song is Paul McCartney's vocals. He just nails it. And of course, John Lennon singing along with him. And the guitar solo, it's not one of George's best. It's kind of mediocre. But, I mean, they're just starting out. George Harrison was, I don't know how old he was, 20, 21. And overall, it is a fantastic opening number. And I have to give it a 10 out of 10. I do. I love it. I love the song. And don't worry, I'm not going to give every Beatles song a 10 out of 10. But this one definitely is a 10 out of 10. And so when I'm ranking these songs, what will happen is next, I believe, is Misery. And I'll slowly start ranking them. So is Misery above I Saw Her Standing There or below it? And in time, I will rank all of the Beatles songs. So that's it. I would love your thoughts on the Beatles' I Saw Her Standing There. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.
So at this time, I hadn't been, I don't know when, I start doing these different sayings. Leave your comment in the comment section below. I don't know when I first did that. I should go back and look. And also, I don't know when I started saying, thanks for watching, have a great day. That just came, naturally. It wasn't like, oh, I'll end it with, thanks for watching, have a great day. It was just something I naturally say at the end of every video without even thinking about it, because I care about my viewers, most of them. So that's one. And like I said, I'm glad I did the series, but it was a lot of work, and there's no way, even when I do a rank and review for a shorter series, it's like work. So the other video I want to show is, if I can find it here, the Beatles Top 10 Amazing Facts.
Hi.
So this one, and I do know one of the, so this is just me being, of course, silly, trying to make my viewers laugh, but knowing that some people that don't know me or my channel will come across this and take it seriously. But there's only, I think, one or two of these amazing facts that I remember. And my favorite one, I think I've done two of these videos, and my favorite one is always the last one that I talk about. I think it's the last one in this video. So let's see the amazing facts.
Hi fans of high quality entertainment. I thought I would do a top 10 list of some Beatles facts that you, a Beatles fan, possibly, might not even know. And I think there's 3 on this list that I did not know. I won't tell you which ones. But here we go. Number 1. John Lennon does not say I buried Paul at the end of I Am the Walrus. He says cranberry sauce.
Now, what I do there is I'm starting with real, something that is pretty well known and is an actual fact, because on the anthology series, you can actually hear him say cranberry sauce. So that's a real fact. So I had to start it, I didn't want to, for the very first one, have something too over the top silly. So that's a real fact.
Number 2, Paul McCartney's song Let It Be came to him in a dream, and it was originally called Scrambled Eggs.
I'm making myself laugh. So right there, I'm confusing. Of course, yesterday was scrambled eggs, but right away there's, as soon as somebody hears that, they're on the keyboard saying, "No, that's wrong. Scrambled eggs was yesterday." And maybe I shouldn't do this, but I just get a kick out of it.
Number 3, Bob Dylan introduced the Beatles to LSD in 1964 by slipping it into their tea. Number 4, the Beatles' first drummer, this one I didn't know, oops. The Beatles' first drummer was Richard Porley, who was fired after the first show as Paul was jealous of his good looks and shoe collection.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at my own jokes because I don't remember them. But right there, you think everybody would say, okay, this guy's just joking.
Number 5, the Beatles have sold over 23 million albums worldwide since 1963.
That's a wrong fact, too. I don't know. I'd have to look it up, but it's like a bit more than 23 million.
Number 6, the Beatles' first appearance on an American television show was not the Ed Sullivan Show,
True. But
the Tom Jones Show in late 1963. They performed She Loves You and A Hard Day's Night. Number 7, the lead guitar solo on Taxman is by Eric Clapton from the group Cream.
I guess I got that confused with While My Guitar Gently Weeps. And I don't think it's in this video. Maybe on the other facts video where I mentioned that. No, it was the Beatles' top 10 worst songs, which were actually some of my favorite Beatles songs. And so in my top 10 joke worst Beatles songs list, I mentioned that a great solo by George Harrison, though, in While My Guitar Gently Weeps, when, of course, I know and most everybody else knows it was Eric Clapton.
Number 8, among the people who sing backing vocals on All You Need Is Love are Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, Patty Harrison, Jane Asher, Eric Clapton, Graham Nash, Keith Moon, and Robert Plant.
Robert Plant wasn't that well known in 1967. I bet you didn't know that.
Number 9, the very first artist to cover a Beatles song was Frank Sinatra, who covered What Goes On in 1965.
I could actually see him doing that. What goes on in your heart? What goes on in your mind? Or Bob Dylan. What goes on in your mind? So this is the last one, and I'm thinking of maybe doing this again because, the videos get kind of buried and most people forget about them. And so I might do another 10 Beatles facts, and I'm always going to end it with this one because I don't know when I thought of it, but I just find it so stupid that it's funny. And people have commented when I say this more than once. I didn't know that, or I've never seen, like they actually, they're kind of surprised they didn't know that. But it's not true.
And number 10, one of the Beatles' best kept secrets through the years is that Ringo Starr was only born with one foot. So that's it. Those are my top 10 amazing Beatles facts. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.
Yeah, and I think in the other top 10 amazing Beatles facts I just extended that and I gave a bit more of a story that he had surgery and everything. So, yeah. So if you enjoy me looking back in this YouTube rewind, I really appreciate if you thumbs up the video and leave a comment. That's important. And even if you just say, I love the video, Larry, you're the greatest. Just that kind of a comment. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.